The Pythonic way of validating a long chain of conditions in Python. So I have a long chain of conditions that should be validated to be true. Instead of chaining a long if condition, I tried to be innovative and did it this way, which I reckon is more readable. But my question is this the optimal way of doing it? Or is there a Pythonic way of doing it? PS. Please respond with an alternative instead of answering no, thanks. Here's the code chunk.
A simpler approach is to build a tuple of the conditions and compare the tuples. If you have a lot of conditions, or the conditions are expensive, you can instead create a generator for the conditions, and compare with any or all. I'm not sure whether Python has any and all, but they're trivial functions to write. Edit, any and all appeared in Python 2.5, so Python should have them.
Using exception for control flow is bad. And it will also kill your performance. Assuming the condition will be true in 1 out of 10 cases. So 9 exceptions to handle in the worst case, this comes with a huge performance cost. If you want readability, try. For the revised version, this should be equivalent.
I would implement an is_same method on site and call it in the for loops. As for its implementation, that is your real question. I suggest something like
use the _eq_ method. If you wrote the class of site yourself, no problem. If it is from a module outside of your control, see the solution, or create a somewhat less elegant wrapping class. For the wrap variant, this would be the class. Then your big ugly function is reduced to this. Edit fixed site_exists to return site bean instead of true.
Remove some code duplication. Note, it is unexpected that site_exist might modify its argument, via .seated. Consider to refactor it. Note, the code doesn't modify the site object. Use the return value from get_site_listing instead. If next is unavailable, then use BTW. Python should provide property wrappers for you, so you could write And site.id equals id instead of site.seatedID.
이것은 필수